Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Your host, Raven, here with my playthrough of Illusion of Gaia. I'd started the series earlier, but I kind of abandoned it. I got focused on other projects. Mostly Xbox 360, Minecraft, that type stuff. But this is an awesome game. It's for the Super Nintendo. Its graphics are top notch, even for Super Nintendo standards. And in the last episode I left off, we were in the sky ruins above the Inca, ancient Inca airfield or whatever, and we had just cleared up the top part here, and we're about to go on the reverse side of the dungeon here, where the enemies are tougher, things are a little bit stronger. And it's been a while since I played this, so let me do a little bit of practicing. Okay, that's how we block, this is how we attack. This is how we save up our psycho power. Okay, do I have any other psycho moves? And that's our map there, and this is our inventory here. And the only thing I have is a psycho dash for Will. So, excellent. Let's get out of there. Well, anyway, all of my subscribers, everybody who watches my uploads, I really want y'all, it means a lot to me if y'all would get into this series. I've done 9 videos. No, this is the 11th video so far, and so you probably have to, if you haven't watched it in the beginning, you probably have to do a little bit of backtracking. But I'm not going to just upload like a new episode every 30 minutes or whatever. I'm not going to overwhelm you with episodes. But if you go back, try to get the gist of the story, or even just look on Wikipedia or Google the story to Illusion of Gaia, you can kind of get where I am. And so then let's get into some action. We're going to reverse over. Bam, back to the Sky Garden. Now the enemies here are tougher. As you can see, these guys are on the top side, but they bust lasers. But they actually aim their lasers at you. Whereas the guys in blue, they don't aim. They just shoot in random directions. And they take a lot more hits, as you can see there. And you have to watch out for those explosive balls. They always come back down. And he shot 2 lasers. Wow. So we're going to kick a little butt here. And at the time when I started this series, I didn't have very many viewers. Oh, wow, I still got hit. Let's try to avoid all these guys. I didn't have as many views as I do now, so that's why another reason for me to want to restart this series. I want the people who watch me now to get into this game, to experience the goodness of Illusion of Gaia, and help me watch this series. 'Cause I really enjoy this series, and I would really like to share it with all of you. It's really awesome. So anyway, we have a new obstacle here. As you can see, this fireball thing bouncing around this this area that's enclosed in. This thing is invincible. You can't beat it. You can't destroy it. The only thing you can do is dodge it. You gotta watch its pattern and then avoid it. As you're able to. And you have other enemies try to complicate things. So you have to keep your eye on the enemy and on the fire guys. That can make the battle kind of annoying. Okay, wow, I'm losing health here. I need to be careful. Oh, watch out. Okay, that's one obstacle avoided. And I forgot how to run. Oh, you double tap? Okay, yeah, you double tap. Alright, I had to run for a second. That's kind of silly. Alright. Uh-oh, got some health there. That's pretty good. Let's explore this top right area. You don't want to leave any areas uncovered. No, I think it's the area we came in. Yes, it is. Okay, so we basically just went in a circle. But it's all good because you want to clear every area. You don't want to leave any area unexplored and open because you'll miss treasures and secrets. So let's kind of come over here and check out what's going on. And then you can see these enemies have the ability to jump barriers, which is super annoying. Okay. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the illusion of Gaia, every time you clear all enemies in a certain area, you get an upgrade to your stats, either attack, health, or defense. As you can see, we just got a defense emblem for he was the last enemy in this area. And that's another thing you want to pay attention to when you're playing Illusion of Gaia. You want to cover all areas, not because there's it might miss a treasure chest or something along those lines, but also because you might miss that one enemy. Just like a bat or something in a corner somewhere in a room. If you don't kill it, you miss your upgrade and you'll be weaker for the next dungeon. And you don't want to fall behind because the enemies get really serious. Alright. Now that estimation is over. You dodge a little falling bombs. And here we have another exit doorway. So let's check out and come see what side of the garden we're on. Now you can see we can't cross these barriers, but on the reverse side you can cross. So this is how you get to secret areas on the top side. Kind of like the Legend of Zelda, you need to use both, sides or whatever. And we have to fight this sword. Okay, now we've defeated that sword, we can pull this statue away from the treasure chest. Alright, now we just found the next piece of our dungeon. In this dungeon you have to collect 4 crystal balls in order to complete the sky bridge that leads to the boss. And this was a pretty short area. I like this area. Like, I would say this is that kind of first real dungeon. Well, it's not the, yeah, I mean, here is like, when I was a kid, I got pretty confused at this point. There's some parts of it that, could get kind of confusing to a child. And, can I go on this side? What's over here? Now, make sure you explore all areas. Okay, we have an enemy here. Make sure you kill it, because he's probably the enemy for this area, see? Alright, our hit point has increased. And we got healed up for that. So that's why you want to make sure you explore our area. See, I had defeated the other enemies in this general top side area, but I couldn't reach him until I went to the back side. So now that I defeated him, I got an upgrade. So always make sure you explore all around. Let's hit this treasure chest up. Alright, we got an herb, a healing herb. That's all good. So, but yeah, this is the first real dungeon that confused me as a child. So I would say it's your first kind of real dungeon. The other dungeons, like, you might get stumped for like a second, but then you're like, oh, okay, wait a minute. It just takes a little bit of exploring or something. But later on, the dungeons kind of can get really tough. Especially the one that sticks in my memory the most as being the most difficult is the area called Mu, the Temple of Mu. If that and the Temple of Angkor Wat were really frustrating. I mean, not in a, the game is cheap, the game sucks kind of frustrating way, but in a, a challenging, use your brain, backtrack, what did you miss kind of challenging, frustrating. And that's why I like this game. It never is like cheap, where you're just like, oh, it sucks, the enemies are so cheap, the puzzles are so cheap, everything, it just sucks, This Illusion of Gaia, when it ups the difficulty, it ups the difficulty in terms of your, you need to step your skills up, not in terms of like cheapness or, frustration. So anyway, as you can see, I haven't placed any of the crystal balls that need to be placed in order to complete the sky bridge. So let's go to this block here. And I think first we have to equip the crystal ball. Yes, we do. And I'm screwing up with the controls. Okay. Okay. I think that's it. Let's see here. Okay, set the crystal ball is set in the hole. Now you can see moves, each crystal ball moves one of these corresponding pillars, and bam, you know, that allows you to access further into the area. So let's save real quick. And I think Gaia heals you up. Let's record. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Okay, the one thing I will say is weird about this game, if she, you know, after you finish saving, she asks you, do you want to continue your journey? And you have a choice, yes or no. If you say no, the game will end and go into this like endless kind of like meditation like thing, which is so odd. If like, I think to myself, if somebody didn't want to play anymore, they just save and cut the system off. They wouldn't, you know, ask to be put into a meditative like game pause state. You know, that was really weird. That you can't cancel. Like once you get in there, you're just stuck in it. You know, you have to cut the system off or something. So I don't know why the developers put that in there, but it was probably a good reason. So we just came from the upper right hand corner here. So we're kind of going counterclockwise. Let's go down this way. And once again, we're faced with our topside enemies. Not too difficult. And we got a little animation there. I love the animation, the graphics of this game are awesome, especially for Super Nintendo. I mean, even today, I like looking at the game. I enjoy seeing the graphics of this game. There's some games that I thought were awesome when I played them, even on PlayStation, the PlayStation 1. I was like, wow, this game got really good graphics. Now, like 5 years, 10 years later, I play the game, I'm like, ugh, this is so ugly. You know, why did I ever think this was cool, you know? But this game is almost, what, 20 years old, and I still think it's awesome. And I think what we want to do is move this guy. I'm not sure about this little area here. So, let's go around the back and check out. Alright. Well, obviously we gotta move him so we can run down this slope. Alright, there we go. And we made it up to this slope. There's nothing up here. Just, you know, you want to make sure you check all your areas. You know, you don't want to leave anything behind. And we have another eye, another sword enemy. Pretty irritating enemy. The sword enemies are really irritating. Okay. And our knight was blocking the door. But let's first go up here, see what's going on. And I walked smack dab into that monster. Alright. And you can see here we have a way to go to the reverse side of the dungeon. So before we do that, let's see what's in this door. We'll poke our heads in here. And what I like about the Super Nintendo is there is no loading times. So we have a dark space here, and I think this is the area where we want us to switch to Freedan. Yep, and then we had a Freedan statue to the... Well, it's the player's left, but you know, it's out. Yeah, well, it's the left anyway. And I'm being a super lazy, sloppy nerd. I'm eating a bowl of cereal while I'm playing. So anyway, let's talk to her. It looks like you're hurt. Close your eyes. Alright. Forward. Yes. I always hit yes. You want to continue your journey. If you don't, just cut the system off. Don't ever. So anyway, my screen might have blacked out there because I have my power settings on my laptop. Change to the Dark Knight Freedan. Yes. And I had to be silent for that part because I love that transformation sound effect. That it sounds so good to me. Like I said, I really enjoy this game. And let's see here. Let's practice with Freedan. I think I have the Dark Friar equipped, but I don't have the level 2 Dark Friar, which just tears stuff up, man. The level 2 Dark Friar really kicks a lot of ass. But apparently we don't have that yet. So anyway, now we're in our night form. Let's hit to the other side of the bridge. And here we go, back of the garden. And he has more power, so he's able to deal with the enemies in a faster manner. You have to watch out for that random bombardment from these underside like worm guys. Get on my nerves, that crap. And you can see there's a guy inside this cage that we'll never be able to get to. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand out at range of his lasers, charge up our Dark Friar, and bust him with it. You know, once again, stay out of his way, you know, because he can only, his moves are really linear, so you can obviously always, like, stay away from him. And now we finished him off, we're able to collect that piece. And now let's hit this worm asshole with a Dark Friar. Well, he was out of the screen. I was hoping I could move fast enough to trail the screen and hit him with it. Well, let's just beat his butt. Sometimes old school, like, sword ass whooping is what's necessary. And I took a little shot there. So let's flip back over to the reverse side of Sky Garden. And I kind of want to hit a worm with the dark shot, so that's why I'm saving up my power. And we could kill both of them like that. Oh, they didn't die. Man, he makes short work of these topside enemies. Okay, we uncovered an area there. Make sure you kill everything. And we got power increase. Hell yeah. Alright, now I don't want to beat y'all over the head. Just want to do this quick recording and, you know, continue my series. I'm your host, The Raven. You know, my previous Spider-Man Venom video, my last upload, I explained about, you know, my situation with the Xbox and recording. But I would like to say that I'm enjoying Florida. It's really nice down here. And I'm still able to bring y'all Super Nintendo classics. Like, this is a jewel. If I had a choice of games that I wanted to bring to my audience, if I had a choice of top 5 games that I just had to show everybody that, hey, this game is awesome, this game would be in that top 5. This is Illusion of Gaia for the Super Nintendo. I'm your host, The Raven. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate all my views, likes, comments, messages. I have a pretty high percentage, like 99.9%. I will get back to you with a question or a comment. If you have if you want your voice to be heard, or you have an opinion you want to express, please feel free, because I enjoy hearing from y'all, and I enjoy interacting with y'all, and I enjoy bringing y'all awesome games like Illusion of Gaia for the Super Nintendo. So anyway, stay tuned for the next part where we continue to kick ass as the Dark Knight Freedan in the next part. And I appreciate y'all watching, and y'all have a good day.